What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another lit video. OMG, Happy New Year. Technically, the new year is in 1 minute. Let me make sure these microphones are on and working, because, girl, I was not planning on doing anything, but then last minute, I was like, you know what? Let me just get ready and film a little video. I was gonna ask you guys on my Instagram to send like some questions for me to answer, but I was like, you know what? Forget that. Like, we're just gonna do it off the dome ski. Not me talking cringe already. We're only 1 minute into the video. It's officially New Year! I don't know why it's like literally, there you go. You could see it. Literally, Happy New Year! I was so nervous getting ready. I was like, girl, I gotta hurry. I did my makeup in like 20 minutes because literally last minute I decided I'm gonna film this video. And I wanted to celebrate the new year with you guys. Literally January 1st! It's January 1st, you guys. Not my Duolingo. We gotta celebrate with a shot. As y'all could tell, I am in my car. I'm out here just in my garage, not going anywhere, clearly, because I just took a shot. Yeah, I was planning on just watching movies and spending the new year just watching movies at home. But like I said, for the millionth time, last minute, I decided, why not pop out to the garage and film a little video for you guys. So sorry that it's like super, super dark. I did bring my little flash so you guys could see me, you know, like the most important part. I also haven't uploaded a video in 6 months, so I feel like this video was mandatory, you know, like it's been 6 months. I've missed you guys. To anybody out there who is thinking like I missed you, or who if there's any comments saying like I miss you, just know I miss you a million times more. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video, spending a piece of your day with me. I hope all of you guys had an amazing and happy New Year's. I hope your guys' 2026 is amazing. This is going to be a great year for everyone. So cheers to that. Anyways, you guys, what's poppin'? Howdy do. I miss you. OMG, it's a new year. I want to cry right now because like we made it to a new year. I was getting ready to film this video and I was trying to think about like, what am I going to talk about? And low-key, I started tearing up. So hopefully I don't tear up in this video. But when I was getting ready, I started to tear up because I know that I've changed so much throughout the year. Oh, I've just changed so much from when I first started social media to now. We're officially in January. My birthday is in 26 days. And guys, I'm going to be pushing 30 because I'm going to be 26 years old in 26 days. And that is honestly such a blessing. I started to tear up when I was getting ready because I was like, oh, I feel like a loser. And I was trying to think, like, what am I going to, like, I know you guys are wondering, like, why did you fall off the face of the earth? Just kidding. But, like, why am I not why have I not posted on YouTube in 6 months on this channel? Like, I haven't even posted on my vlog channel. Like, I have been posting on Instagram, like, here and there, but not really, especially compared to, like, before. Like I was posting all the time, like being an influencer and like social media content creator, like that was my full-time job for literally the past 8 years. So a lot has changed, you know. And I was trying to think about like what I could tell you guys, like for like the reason for my like abstinence and like why I've kind of like taken a step back from posting as much. And all I could think about was that I feel like a loser. And I'm like, when you don't feel your best, you don't really want to be like in the spotlight, you know? Like when you're doing good in life and you're traveling and you have a boyfriend or you have a bunch of friends and you're just like like you feel like everybody likes you. Like, of course you want to pop out, you feel good, I was always really good on my health. I was always working out, so like I love to get ready, throw on a good fit. I love to film and take Instagram pictures. Like I just love, like I was literally obsessed with myself, which period girl go off. But not gonna lie, like now I've gained a little bit of weight, nothing too crazy, but I am like the heaviest I've ever been, which again, nothing too crazy. I know you guys are gonna comment like, girl, you look good, like why you tripping? But still, I know I could be looking better. I do have 2 minimum wage paying jobs and I'm a full-time student. So I just feel like I don't have as much time. And even when I do have the time, I don't have the energy to like go to the gym. I have just recently, like this week, started to go to the gym again. I surprised my sister for Christmas. I gave her a few Christmas gifts, just like little things. And then like her main Christmas gift was a surprise trip to Miami. So her and I will be going to Miami in a couple days. So I was like, girl, if I'm going to be in Miami, I got to lock in. So I've been I've been doing like 5-mile runs every day. I've been working out. So I'm trying to lock in. Hopefully like I continue to lock in. I've also been trying to like count my calories, but girl, that is so hard. Like some days I'm good and then some days I just binge eat because like I feel like I'd be restricting myself, so like for a couple days that like finally I just break and I like literally like today I ate a whole box of chocolates. Actually, I didn't finish the whole box. I saved like 2 because I was like, I might want these later. But literally, like, I don't know. But I'm not going to lie. Like, if I'm going to be extremely transparent with you guys, which y'all know I've always kept it real with you guys during the good times, during the bad times. Like, I'm not going to fake the funk and act like I'm this big, bad person who's always doing super amazing. Like, nah, like, life is full of ups and downs. And not that like my life is super down, but also I've been feeling kind of like a loser. It's kind of sad to admit. But it's I know you're not supposed to also like compare your life to other people's lives because that's just like super toxic and like not good for your mental health, especially because what you see on social media is really not real. But even then, it's not even just people on social media. Like I have friends and people that I'm close to and people in my real life who are getting engaged, getting married, buying homes, starting businesses, having babies, and I'm not doing any of those things. And a lot of these people are younger than me too. So I'm just like, so God, when is my turn? Honestly though, I'm so grateful. Like, I know I'm kind of like talking all over the place, and as y'all could probably tell by my energy, I'm like super hyped to be here talking to you guys. So sorry if I'm kind of like literally all over the place. Like I probably have like an ADHD brain. So sorry if like this conversation or like this video is like giving ADHD, going back and forth on the topics, my bad. But I just had my childhood best friend pass away recently, which is literally like mind-blowing. It doesn't feel real. We were extremely close growing up. You guys may have actually seen that I filmed videos with her. Literally, my first couple YouTube videos ever that I filmed in 2017 was with her. Her name was Alexa. She was my absolute best friend ever since elementary school, all the way up until high school. After high school, we did grow apart just because I moved to LA and I was going to college, and then she was doing her own thing, and then we both got like into relationships. But then we found our way back and we did start hanging out again in 2022. That's when I moved back to San Diego, like right after the pandemic. And we started hanging out again. I miss her so much. Like the fact that she's not here anymore, it just doesn't feel real. She was my age. Her birthday is actually 2 days after my birthday. So she would have been turning 26 2 days after I turned 26, which is this month. So it really shatters my heart because I'm like, girl, like she was so young, like she had so much life to live. So as much as I want to sit here and say like, oh, I feel like a loser because I'm not you know, where maybe I want to be financially, you know, relationship wise, whatever. Like at the end of the day, I have to be grateful that I'm here on earth, that I'm here, I'm alive, I'm not in the hospital, I'm not in the grave, like I'm here, you know, because not everybody made it to 2026. And I know that's like, it doesn't feel right saying that, because like it's not fair. Like my friend Alexa was such a great person, even though like we weren't super close anymore. I always felt like I've never had a friendship like I did with her. Like our friendship was literally one of one. I know for a fact I'll never have a friendship like the friendship her and I had. And I feel like a lot of her friends could feel that way about her, because she was just such a great person. And again, it doesn't feel fair that she's gone. She was so young, she had so much more life to live, and it's just so unfortunate. So rest in paradise to my friend Alexa. And it just kind of shows me that like life is short, and that we have to appreciate the life that we have while we have it. Life is hard, okay? I'm a full-time student. I work 2 minimum wage paying jobs. It's hard. There's a lot of days where I don't feel like waking up. I have work tomorrow, y'all. I have work literally today, since it's technically midnight, January 1st. I work today. I have an 8-hour shift later today. There was days where I had school and I had both my jobs. I had all three in one day. Thankfully, later today, I only have to work one job. But, girl. And also, my last day is in like 3 days, so I could actually say where I worked, because I know a lot of you guys are chismosas and want to know, like, Des, like, where do you work? Girl, I work at Macy's. So later today, I'm going to go work at Macy's. But thankfully, I only have 2 more shifts and then I'm done with that job. It was just a seasonal job. So I started in October, and my Macy's seasonal job ends mid-January. So yeah, I'm going to be done. I'm actually going to be, I've been trying to look for different jobs, or at least like little side hustles or something. I started a small like TikTok shop business, but I just closed it because, girl, it was just, I was losing money. People were straight up scamming me. I did have my small business, Macy's job, and then I also have a corporate job. A lot of people have been asking me, because I've shared on my Instagram that I work 2 jobs and that I have a corporate job. There have been a lot of people who like replied to my stories on Instagram, like asking like, where did you find this corporate job? Like, I want to work in corporate too. Like, do you mind sharing like how you found this job and stuff? And I actually found the corporate job through my school. I'm studying to be an accountant. So I barely just finished my first semester of school. I do not have my associate's degree. So first I have to get my associate's degree, and then, which is going to take me 2 years, but I just finished my first semester, 2 years / 4 semesters, just finished my first semester. I'm about to start my spring semester. I am taking a winter class too, and I will probably take some summer classes as well when that time comes, just to try to like speed up the process. But for the most part, it's going to take me about 2 years to get that associate's. And then once I graduate from my community college with my associate's in accounting, I'm going to transfer to university and get my bachelor's in accounting. And I also start an internship in a couple days, which is also, I got through my school. I got the internship opportunity through my school. So school has been such a blessing. I've made some cool friends. For the most part though, I still stay to myself, but I have met some cool people. And I've also, there's so many resources, you know, like the internship, the corporate job I now have. It is an entry-level corporate job, so it's just like minimum wage. Oh, I hear fireworks. I wish I could see them, but it's raining outside, so I'm gonna chill in here. But whatchamacallit, yeah, the corporate job I have is just minimum wage paying, but I know that there is opportunity to like level up within that corporate job, and the corporate job aligns with what I'm studying in school. So I think it will look amazing like on my resume, because a lot of people say like, oh, having a college degree is not enough anymore, because I guess like everybody kind of has college degrees nowadays. So it's kind of like basic, and like people still struggle to find good paying jobs after college, which is really unfortunate, because then they're in all that student loan debt and they can't even find a good paying job afterwards, you know? So that's why they like, a lot of people like emphasize like you have to get experience while you're in school. Like you make sure you get that experience, make sure you do internships, so then by the time you do graduate, you don't only have that degree, but you also have a resume full of experience, internships, what is it called, letters of recommendation, also references. That's what I was thinking of. References. Right now, I kind of feel like a loser because I don't have a freaking, I don't own property. I don't own assets. I don't have like a big fat savings account. You know, I don't have an amazing high paying job or businesses. And I'm not, you know, I feel like the route that I'm now going is like a very slow pace, but at least like I'm on my way, you know, like I'm very grateful that like, I know that I'm doing the right I feel like I'm doing the right steps that will hopefully in a couple years lead me to being successful. But obviously that success is not going to happen overnight. Like I just told you guys, it's going to take me at least 2 years to get my associates, and then another 2 years to get my bachelor's. So that's 4 years. So I'm not going to be, you know, but yeah, it's only gonna take me like 5 to 6 years, and then I'm gonna be balling, okay? And then I'm gonna be balling, and then I'm gonna do the little Kodak. Yeah, I know it sucks. I know it sucks. I know there's other ways. I know I could just make a blue page. I know there's other ways that could like bring me money faster, but it's like, I don't know. I don't want to take like the easy way out, you know? Yeah, I don't know. But let me know. Should I make a comeback to YouTube, y'all? Should I make a comeback? This YouTube channel is not monetized. That's why I made my vlog channel. So subscribe to my vlog channel, because maybe if you guys do want me to make a comeback to like posting content, maybe I could start posting like going to college vlogs or like working corporate type content. I don't know. I mean, that's all I do now is work and go to school. I don't do much, y'all. I don't go out. I have friends, but my friends are like church Bible study friends, which I absolutely adore. And I'm so blessed to have them, and I'm so grateful that they make time for me, but they also have jobs and boyfriends / fiancés and husbands. I love that. Like my friends have husbands. My friends are fiancés. I love that. Honestly, I cannot wait, because I have a friend who just got engaged, and her wedding is next year, and she's been like planning it, and she's been telling me like all the tea on like her planning it and showing me like the Pinterest board and like all the inspo, and I'm just so excited for her. And she's actually younger than me. She's a couple years. Honestly, a lot of my friends are younger than me. And they're just doing so good in life. And that's why I kind of feel like a loser, because I'm like, how come I have a friend who has a really good job and she's like 2 or 3 years younger than me, and I'm just like not trying to sound like a hater, like I'm so happy for her. She's so hardworking, and like it didn't start off like that. Like she started off at like a lower pay, and like after she gained experience, like they gave her higher pay. What do you call that? A pay raise. So like, you know, she definitely earned it, and that's amazing for her. And that's the thing is like, I feel like I want everything now, but I have to be patient. I have to realize like, Des, your blessings are coming. Just be patient, baby girl. Just be patient. Be appreciative. Be grateful. Be happy for the ones that you know, are living the life you want, or like having certain things that you may also want, and just have faith that like it will come at the right time, you know? And you don't have to feel like a loser. You don't have to feel like you're behind. Life is not a race. Life is not a comparison. Life is not everybody's at their own, they're all walking, everybody's life is unique, you know? And you just have to appreciate, you know, and sometimes I even feel lonely because I'm like, I don't got a man. Like, honestly, y'all, the little TMI, but I actually I reached my 1 year of celibacy, probably like 2 months ago. So I'm going strong. I was going to do like a little Instagram post. Like, I even bought like a little candle, and I was going to do something like putting a candle in something, like a cake or something, and being like 1 year celibate. But I felt like that was like too TMI, because I'm like, nobody gotta know what I be doing with the inside of my legs. Yo, I'm feeling this little Tito's. I'm feeling this. I think it's time for another one. Like, the older I get, the more I want to be low key. Like, I know I was always like airing out everything on social media, but then I realized, like, dang, what you post on social media stays on social media, because there's people out there who screen record, repost, edit, and like, the older I get, especially because I am like going to school now, I'm meeting people like at work, like I don't want them to hop on social media and then have me pop up on their FYP. So like, I don't know, the older I get, I'm kind of like, it's better to kind of like lay low. You know, it's okay to live a private life, or to not share every aspect of your life, you know, on social media. Like, it's okay, girl. It's okay. You don't owe anybody anything. Like, so yeah. But cheers. We're going to take this shot to being over a year celibate. I haven't even gone on a date with the guy in over a year. That's crazy. Oh, I haven't even talked about me being sober from marijuana. Wow. The fact that I talked about everything else except for that, we have to talk about that next. Last day consuming THC was June 5th, 2025. June to July, July to August, August to September, September to October, October to November, November to December. So it's already been 6 months. On January 5th, it will be 7 months, I believe, if my math is correct. So yeah, honestly, 6 months goes by fast, because that feels like such a thing of the past. I don't garden anymore, and I have no desire to garden, you know. Like, I'll admit there was moments in the past, leading up to today, where maybe I did like feel a little tempted, but honestly, I'm past that. You know, and I don't even want to hate on people who still partake, because you know what, that was me not that long ago. 7 months ago, that was me for 8 years. You know, that was me for many years. So if you feel like that's what you want to do, you know, everybody's in charge of their own life. So who am I to judge? I'm nobody to judge, especially because that was me 7 months ago, not even a year ago. So I feel like what sucks is like, a lot of people maybe assume that I think I'm better than them because I've chosen to give up that habit, or give up on partaking in gardening / smoking. But the truth is, like, I'm not better than you. It's just, it no longer serves me. It no longer satisfies me. And I no longer it's no longer a desire of mine. So yeah, it's just not for me anymore. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like, I'm going to school now. I'm working a corporate job. I'm like, I want to focus on things that are going to just like help me accomplish those goals and bring me closer to what I see as success, which is obviously like graduating, doing good in school. You know, my accounting career, and obviously gardening is not going to bring me closer to any of those goals. So to me, it's just like, it doesn't serve me. So like, that's not a desire of mine, anymore. Also, just to throw out there, I know I told you guys, not me trying to flex, but I know I told you guys that I finished my first semester of college. And, well, my first semester back to college, because if y'all have been following me for a long time, I was once in college. I went to college straight out of high school, but then I dropped out. So my first semester back to college, I just finished this fall 2025, I finished with a 4.0. Woof, woof. My goal is to, once I do graduate, I want to graduate on the dean's list. I feel like I've always been one to, let me make sure this is still on. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. I feel like I've always been the kind of girl who was like, go big or go home. I've always been the kind of girl that if I'm going to do something, I want to do it, and I want to do it amazing. I don't like to half booty stuff. I don't like to like half effort stuff. Like, I've always been the type, like, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna go hard. So yeah, the fact that I'm going back to school, like, I don't want to just get my degree. Like, no, I want to do all the internships. I want to get all the letters of recommendation. I want to maybe even take some honors classes. I haven't thus far, but maybe next year I will. Well, technically this year, but like maybe for my second year of college, maybe I'll enroll in some honors classes. Not sure yet. Getting straight A's is already hard enough. It's mainly hard because I also work 2 jobs. I told you guys I'm going to be done with my Macy's job pretty soon, since it was just a seasonal job. So I am currently looking for a new job. I'm still going to keep my corporate job, but I need 2 jobs. Especially because that corporate job is just entry level, minimum wage. Maybe with the longer I stay and the more experience I gain, maybe I could like also get a pay raise, but that's not obviously guaranteed, and like obviously I don't know what the future holds. So I need to find a second job, because I already told you guys, San Diego's expensive, okay? I do have a roommate, but I still pay half the rent. Shout out to the people out there who have family. Oof. Good for you, girl. Like, I have family, but all my family, we pay rent. My whole family pays rent, girl. Yeah, I've never had like the privilege of just like, let me move back home. Like, there's no such thing as moving back home for me. And it's bittersweet, because actually it's just bitter, because I'm so jelly of the people who have that privilege. Like, I see people on TikTok who are like in their 30s, and they're like, I had to move back with my parents. Like, I'm so jealous of you. They're like, yeah, I couldn't afford rent, so I just moved back with my parents. Like, and I even had some friends in LA where that happened to them, where they were like, yeah, I can't afford rent in LA anymore, so I'm gonna move back with my family who lives in Orange County. And I'm like, no way, your family is okay with that? They're like, yeah, I've always had my own bedroom there, and they just left it as is. Like, where they literally like left their bedroom untouched, like from when they were in high school or something. And I'm like, dude, like, goals. Like, if I had that privilege, if I just had like 6 months of being able to like not pay rent, and I could just grind, work 2 jobs, go to school, like, I would save every single penny I would make from those 2 jobs. But unfortunately, I have to pay rent. I don't have, I have family, but like, the most that they could offer me is like a couch. So it's better that I just have a roommate, and like, me and the roommate split the rent 50-50. Y'all know, if you've been following me, I've always paid the full rent and lived by myself, which was such a luxury. Loved living in my own home and apartment, but unfortunately it's so expensive, and working minimum wage paying jobs is not gonna cut it, girl. Not for the rent in San Diego. I've even considered moving to like Nevada. I've considered moving to Arizona, because those are the states that are right next to California and have cheaper rent. But even though my family can't provide me with like my own bedroom or anything like that, like rent free, my family still helps me out a lot. Like if I really need a ride, they could give me a ride. Thankfully, I have a car, so I don't really need a ride. But even just having them, like, you know, my mom sometimes, the other day for Christmas, she brought me pozole made with jackfruit. My sister and I, for Christmas, we made tamales together. We made soy chorizo tamales and then chile con queso, so like basically vegetarian tamales. And then my mom made me like vegan pozole with jackfruit. So like I don't want to leave to Arizona or Nevada, because I have my family here, you know, like I'd rather just roommate. And those other two states I just mentioned, oh, it's so hot over there. I never lived out there, but I always hear that the weather out there is so hot, and I feel like I would just be miserable, or I would be paying so much money in like AC bills. So I think it's better that I just continue to roommate and stay out here close to family. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I have been trying to be more frugal and more better with my finances and my spending. I definitely like have not been shopping as much as I used to, because obviously like I don't want a roommate forever. I want to save up money so one day, you know, maybe later this year, mine and my current roommate's lease ends in a couple months, so I am gonna move out. Yeah, my roommate and I, we don't want to renew our lease. We don't love the place we live right now. To be honest, we think it has mold, which is terrible. And I've been hearing about a lot of people finding out that their homes have mold, which is terrible for your health. My health, I mean, I think I'm good, but also my asthma has been really bad ever since moving into this apartment. Same with my roommate. And thankfully, like we're kind of youngs and we're pretty healthy, but also like living in a moldy home is not good, girl. So we got to get out of this apartment. We tried to break our lease, but they were giving us a hard time, saying like, the mold's not that bad, you're fine. And we're like, girl, what? Like, give us a discount. And they're like, yeah, right. So we're just gonna have to thug it out until our lease ends in a couple months. And then I'm probably gonna move in with a different roommate. Hopefully the next home I move in with a roommate does not have mold. But yeah, that's my life. Welcome to my TED Talk. Thanks for attending my TED Talk. I think this is a pretty long video, so if y'all are making it all the way to the end of the video, comment down below what emoji. Honestly, let's keep it OG. Comment down below the 3-star emojis. Y'all remember I used to always say, stay lit, stay up, stay positive. Don't mind my nails. I have a nail appointment, but it's right before my sister and I have our Miami trip. So that way my nails could be nice and freshly done for Miami. So they're not done right now. I've actually been growing them out because I'm going to get builder gel on them. So I feel like my nails look crazy. So ignore the nails, but remember the 3 stars? I used to be like, hey, stay lit, stay up, stay positive. Also, little update, I am in the process of removing my tattoos. This is what they look like right now. I have one more laser tattoo removal session, and then they're supposed to be gone by then, but honestly I'm probably gonna need more. But technically I have one more session. After that, I might just have to go to TJ to continue getting more sessions to try to remove them. I also did one session on my palm tattoos, and they're like 99.99% gone. I see like a little bit still there, like one little dot right there. So when I go for my next session to get these stars removed, I'm also gonna do my palms, and then I'm thinking after that, my palms will officially be gone. So yeah, goodbye my tattoos, especially because I'm trying to work corporate. I feel like it just looks a little bit more professional not having these freaking knuckle tattoos. Yeah, another regret. I know people always say like don't live life with any regrets, but girl, I have so many regrets. Like, not gonna lie, I do. Is that bad? I have like, you know what though? All you could do is live and learn. And I guess what I could say is like, I'm glad I experienced all the things, all the mistakes, all the errors, all the things I kind of regret. I'm glad I did it while I was young. So now, hopefully, as I grow older, I can make better, more wiser decisions. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Also, y'all, there's so many people who are having babies. So to anybody out there who's watching, who is expecting a new baby in the new year, I just want to say congratulations to you. How exciting. I'm kind of basic because I feel like everybody kind of says this, especially when they're like a little girl, is like, oh, I want to get married first. I want me and my husband to travel the world and then buy a house and then have kids. And I still want that. And I'm not going to lie, I see a lot of people nowadays, they don't get married, they just have kids. And sometimes after they have kids, then they get married. And I think it's because I'm about to turn 26. Now I'm kind of like, wait, I don't want to be an old mom. I've always had like young parents and I love it because like, I don't know. I have some friends who their parents are like older and they're having to deal with like, especially now that like we're growing up, like they're having to deal with like, unfortunately, like their parents going through some health problems because they are getting like older, you know? And that's like so sad. And so like low key, like I want to be a young mom. Like I don't want to be too young like my mom, freaking 16 and pregnant status. But I don't want to be old. Like I want to be able to like, if my kids are in sports, like I want to be young enough to like still have that athletic body and energy to like practice sports with my kid and like, you know, just be a young parent. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be old. So like the fact that I'm already 26, I'm like literally like probably like earlier today, for the first time ever, I was like, wait a second, I low-key want to be a mom. Before that, I was always like, nah, like, I'm not financially ready for that, which honestly, I'm not financially ready for that. Like, I could barely take care of myself. Imagine a kid. But I think that's why it's really important to obviously have like a good partner and like a good foundation. So then you can hopefully like raise your kids off of that good foundation. And if you have like a good like father, hopefully he makes good money. So that way, you know, your kid could be raised in like, you know, good, because it's not fun raising a kid when you're struggling. When you're struggling financially. I know like my family was not financially ready to be having kids, but they did it anyways, which honestly, we made it. We survived. It wasn't the end of the world. But if I get to pick and choose, you know, but also I kind of do want to be a mom. Shout out to all the moms out there. Y'all doing your big one. I want to be a mommy. Whoever gets me pregnant, I hope they're a good one, honestly, because especially now that like I'm really close to God and like, like I'm abstinent and I'm like, wait, like honestly, I'm waiting until marriage at this point. Like, yeah, like I've already been celibate for over a year. And that's why I haven't dated anybody, because I know a lot of guys who like, because don't get me wrong, like I'd be having guys trying to like, shoot their shot and like try to ask me out on dates, but I don't know, like I'm like, I don't want to waste either of our time, to be honest, like respectfully, because I don't know, like I want to wait until marriage, and like I know a lot of guys who ask girls on dates, like a lot of the time they just want to sleep with the girl, they just want a quickie, they just want to hit it and quit it. But me, like, you ain't hitting me, bruh. Respectfully, you is not hitting this, because I am trying to wait for that marriage. And then like how special, I have a few friends. I told you guys, a lot of my friends now, they are women of God. And so even though they have boyfriends, fiancés, all that, they're still waiting until marriage, not saying that they're virgins, but still, you don't have to be a virgin to wait till marriage. Like me, I'm not a virgin and I'm now waiting till marriage, right? And so whatchamacallit, not me airing out their business, but I look up to them, honestly, and it's crazy because they're like younger than me, and I'm like, how do I look up to you and you're younger than me? But like, go them, they're doing their big one. A lot of them are still like waiting till marriage, and I think that's so amazing. So like, yeah, I want to wait till marriage, because I know it sounds crazy, like how I told you guys, like, oh, I'm basic because I want to like get married, travel, blah, 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 blah. Like, I feel like that's what everybody thinks, but then that's never how it actually goes down. That's never what actually happens. But it's like, that could still very much happen for me. Like, I'm not pregnant yet. I don't got a man yet. Like, that could very much happen to me. But also, I am already about to be 26. So we gotta get the ball rolling, because if y'all know about women, like, we can't have kids, like once you're, I think, like 30s, mid 30s, like you become like high risk, of like, you don't know if your pregnancy is going to be like a healthy one. Like, it's basically like you have better chances of having like a smooth pregnancy and like a healthy baby if you do have a baby kind of younger. Like, I feel like the age I'm at right now would be perfect, except I don't have a man. But also, I don't want to rush it too. Like, once I do find my man, like, I want us to have a couple years to ourselves to like obviously like hopefully get married, but also not rush our marriage, and like have time to travel and like work on our finances to buy a home. And I think that's like the Cinderella love story that I have, like the happily ever after love story, is like, having our beautiful home to raise our child and build our family in. Oh, I want to cry, because that's just like, I hate how like that's like that's honestly been my dream ever since I was a little girl. Like, ever since I was a little girl, that's all I ever wanted, was that, especially because how I told you guys, like my dad wasn't always in the picture. So like I kind of had like somewhat of like a broken home growing up. So like all I ever wanted as a little girl was to like, one day I want to like raise a family that doesn't have a broken home, and how I told you guys, like we had like some financial struggle growing up, and like we ended up okay. So I'm very grateful, like I'm not here to complain, but also like, if I have a choice, like I would love to raise a child that doesn't have to worry about like, finances, like how I did growing up, or like how my sister had to like, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't want to sound like ungrateful, because at the end of the day, like I'm so grateful. Like so many people have it worse than me, and like I don't want to make it sound like boo-hoo me, like my childhood was hard, like we were poor, like we weren't super, we didn't, like we made it, we're okay, and you know, I'm grateful. Like, it's whatever. Like, I didn't come from the slums, maybe a little bit, but a lot of people have it worse, you know? And so I appreciate, you know, what I have. You know, I grew up in San Diego, for crying out loud. Like, that is such a blessing, you know? Such a blessing. So grateful. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to get pregnant. I kind of want to get knocked up. I'm just kidding. But by the right person and at the right time, you know. I know I'm starting to push 30, but I'm not 30 yet. So I got a little bit of time. 6 or 7 years. 6, 7. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that to y'all. No, honestly, I feel like I have less than that. I feel like I would love to have a baby before 30. Like, not going to lie. But then that sucks because then I told you guys I wouldn't graduate college and become a certified CPA until like 4 to 5 years. And in 4 years, I will be 30. And I don't want to, I mean, I know some people at my community college who have kids, and they go to school. A lot of their kids are older though, but I know there probably are people who do like online classes who have like little ones, and that's why they have to do online classes, because they have little ones they have to take care of. But I could only imagine like how difficult that must be, you know? And yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just leave it in God's hands. Whatever God has planned for me, I'm ready. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, whatever God has planned for me is obviously the best plan, okay? Better than any plan that I could make up in my head, because God knows everything. God sees everything, and God's plan is just the best plan. So I will continue to just have faith in whatever plan it is He has for me. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's boring AF, just focusing on school, focusing on work, internships. Ugh, like how boring. I don't miss my like party life, because honestly that was boring too. Like going out to the clubs and dating all these guys who were like trappers and freaking like, I'm sure they had like 20 million girls on their roster. They're calling new girls every other weekend to take out on dates, you know? Like, that was honestly boring too. Like, I'm tired of my old life, but also this new life kind of boring too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna front for you guys. It's boring. They're both boring. The old fast life and party and club and fast money and dressing like a hoe. That got boring. Honestly, partying, dating trappers. I never trapped, but dating trappers. It got boring. That's why I left that life. But now that I'm living this new life, I'm not gonna lie, it's also boring. But you know what? I think it'll be worth it. I think I just have to thug it out and just keep pushing and just keep having faith in God's plan. And I know like eventually like I'll be like, hey, it was worth it. At least I hope. But that's all I have to share with you guys in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I got low-key lit. I spilled some tea. Should we end this video on a crazy note? I don't think we should, because it's 2026 and I will continue to focus on my new life. I don't have a new family, but I have a new life. So I will continue to focus on that new life and pray that God continues to bless my new life along with all of you guys watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below the 3-star emojis if you made it all the way to the end of this video. If you unsubscribed, resubscribe and subscribe to my vlog channel. I changed my Instagram username to Dest for now because I got tired of Life Being Dest. I feel like Life Being Dest was just attached to lots of negative things. Like, you would literally look up Life Being Best on anything, Google, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and the worst things would pop up, and I was tired of it. So I was like, I gotta come up with a new name. And so I just randomly came up with Des for now. I might end up changing it again, who knows, because I don't really like that name either. But for now, it's Dest. It's Dest for now. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram to see what I be up to, because I feel like out of all my social medias right now, I do post the most on my Instagram. Even then, I don't really post that much, but who knows, maybe in this new year I will start posting. Comment down below, because I love reading your guys' comments. Your guys' comments always motivates me. So who knows, maybe if I get a lot of comments on this video saying nice things, saying that y'all missed me or whatever, and that I should be posting more, maybe it will motivate me to post more in this new year. Or maybe I'll just go another 6 months without posting. We shall see. Only God knows. But I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Double deuce. Until next time. Love y'all. Have a happy new year. Bye.